might stay green now. We'll see. Says I'm at good quality. Jordan, can you go and take a, since I'm live, you guys go and take a look and see how things are. I don't know why you sound super echoey now, Jordan. It's so weird.
Me?
Yeah, am I listening to you like double somehow, maybe? Is that what's going on? No? Oh, all of you guys sound low now.
Can you hear me? I'm pretty sure I have that turned off for roll 20.
Check, 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 check.
That's so weird. You guys sound like, heck, I don't know, like you're in a train tunnel.
Part of the aesthetic. What is?
But it,
Tyler, go to your volume mixer and we can talk and just see what volumes are playing.
cool.
Check, check. Check, check, check.
Cool.
Check, check.
Yes, yes.
Test, test.
Yeah.
Right here.
I love you, John. Is it only coming from Discord, the audio? Check, check. Check,
Looks
check,
like
check,
it.
check, 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 check.
But things seem pretty good anyway now, so this was just weird. Let me just make sure Discord's still doing fine. Yeah. So, but yeah, so everything seems a-okay right now. On the stream, I mean.
Yeah, it looks good. Everything's coming through.
Alright, cool. I will just do quick post. Hey folks, stream is working. Now I had to adjust some things, cause in a cabin. Alright. Alrighty, cool, cool. I mean, yeah, I guess it really doesn't need that much frames per second or anything like that. I mean, what frames are there aside from, you know, us, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me do a share. Or not. Cool. Alrighty. So, I will pick back up. So, there are 4 other people on the train aside from, of course, the conductor and his helper. There is what looks to be a policeman and a journalist in the upper class, and a old lady and a doctor in the company, you know, in the regular commoner section that you guys are in right now. With this being the journey phase, this is where you guys are able to collect a advantage for the session. So you guys are able to decide how you'd like to do that yourself. As for right now, this summer has been running longer than most, and each day you guys have been hoping that the next day would finally get cooler, but this did not happen. Instead, most people ended up having to, you know, pack an extra water skin or canteen on for the long rides along the train tracks, or any long journey, really. In this case, you guys have your provisions. That includes water and everything like that. You guys are all pretty packed for that sort of stuff, so you guys are good. And really, I guess it's just, do you guys wish to gain an advantage on this journey?
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to an advantage.
Always gonna gain advantage.
But I'll take advantage.
Sounds good. Sounds good. You know, with wanting to get an advantage, of course, you have to basically just same as last time. There has to be a little scene that you guys do along your journey of how you get the advantage and what you want the advantage to do.
Well, I know what I'm going for anyway.
Uh-huh.
Upon our journey there, I just want to just be talking to everyone I can to, just working on my linguistics, like just attempting, I guess, in short, as I want to be able to get an advantage in manipulation. So I'm just gonna be talking to people, like working out my word skills, learning how to talk good.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you would most likely be having a conversation with, or at least try to have a conversation with the journalist. Um, Especially because the journalist, of course, as always, someone notices you as Oscar Jernberg, famed academic, as always, and you guys kind of start, I guess I should say, trading, maybe trading some stories of people that you've met through whichever.
Oh, I have stories of high society. That's great.
And I would say, um, let's see. You want it so it will help you with your manipulation, as you were saying.
Yes.
So let us mark it down. What's a good thing we could have this as? Let's see. Uh, I mean, I'm good with stories of high society as the advantage, or
Alright.
anything else you can think of that would.
I can just run with that. I'll tell her of high society, and Oscar is no longer welcome at dinner parties because Annette Blanchett made a false rumor. That bitch.
She's like,
And
yes. I meant, but false. She's like, any type of rumor is how I make my living, of course. So I mean, you know, all rumors are good rumors to me. She laughs.
oh, well, in that case, I want to follow up this line of questioning. What rumors do you hear? Questionable rumors along train or in strange places?
Uh,
I'm looking to find out if she's talking about rumors of like that fucking inn.
she leans in, and you can tell that she is trying to not get attention from the officer a couple of rows away. Oh. Though I mean, you guys are in your own little rooms essentially right now, anyway. But she's like, I believe that I've heard that the officer there is going to investigate the rumors going on at the the Pig Blanket Inn. Uh, a little bit of ways. I'm sure that something interesting will come of it, no doubt. But I sadly am not going to be getting off where that inn is supposed to be, so I'm sure I won't get to find the truth out.
Is it an observation check to tell if she's fucking lying?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, well, yeah, I want to know if she's fucking lying.
Uh huh.
God damn it, I'm not getting good rolls tonight. Yeah, I don't know.
She seems very genuine.
Hard to read.
Yeah. Essentially, you're trying to like figure out if she's lying, and she's basically like, I, I have no reason to lie to you. I'm sure you hear this all the time. I'm a big fan. And that's all she says about it after, like, you kind of like look at her just staringly, trying to figure out, is this person Is she lying to me? And she's like, "Oh man, I'm not lying to you, dude."
That's just what a liar would say.
uh, not wrong, not wrong. Um,
All right.
and
Roll initiative.
roll initiative. God damn it. What about Sven? What's? Do you want to get an advantage?
I sure do.
What
So
sort of
during
advantage?
during the train ride, spending some time just looking out of the windows, kind of looking for any indication of potential bison in the woods, or even
Ooh.
things about trolls, or just kind of really observing the landscape. And basically, I'm trying to get a vigilance advantage by just kind of really like training my eyes to spot any little things that kind of look off on our way there that might be signs of trolls in the area or a troll family because I really don't like freaking trolls.
Fair, fair. Um, yeah, like you. Well, the train ride's going on. You kind of like you're like one of those kids that on a drive they're looking out their window and they're imagining watching a man, you know, uh, run run crawling or like bounding like along beside the car sort of deal is what you're
Exactly.
doing.
Yeah.
I did
Um,
that as a kid.
everyone did, man. It was
10
great.
out of 10 do it all the time.
I did skateboard. Two fingers is skateboard, and
I
And
used to cut signs in half with laser vision.
I'm gonna say I would like you to give me a vigilance check to see if you do see anything on the ride or not.
Okay. I do not.
You do not, but you do gain the advantage of I'm gonna say what's it called when you're looking like always looking over your shoulder, whatever that sort of thing is. Like
Oh, okay.
you're
Yeah.
you know, overly
Kind of like,
suspicious.
yeah, paranoid or something.
Yeah. And so you have
Keen.
that. Or keen,
So is
yeah.
that just a like keen awareness or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that. And it just goes
Is
into
that a
your
plus
advantage.
one or a plus two?
They give it +2. Also, one of the things in the game is that when you are making advantage, it can't be the same advantage. It can't. This advantage can't give a bonus to the same skill as it did the last game, basically, when you got an advantage that time. Which I mean,
Okay.
for those that didn't, you both are good. Um, and now, Mr. Stark, how's you?
so I see the guard on the train, right? I am gonna do everything I can to stay out of sight
From
and
from which
stay
one?
the guard.
You mean the police officer?
Yeah, so as
Okay.
to practice my hiding skills, because I want an advantage to stealth. So I'm gonna work on walking quieter,
Yeah.
right? Like stalking him, but not stalking him. Like,
Yeah, man. I'm down with that.
Just being a general creep on the train.
Yeah.
well, I don't have the best history with the law.
Very true. And just
Sure.
give me a stealth check to see how well that goes. Either way, you'll get the advantage.
Oh,
Wow.
oh.
Yeah,
Fucking
man. You
Nobody can find me on that train.
You I'm gonna say that you go steps ahead and you basically, you know, you go through the train, you see that Oscar and them are in there having a chat, you're like, oh, I'll sneak past them and you see the police officer, you slip past them and you're like, nah, and so you see some stuff going on in this other part of the train, and so you sneak into the cargo is what you do.
How do you?
And I'm gonna say that you find something. What's something you'd like to find?
Oh,
You did great. I'd say that this is either cargo or people's luggage. So depending what you decide it is, I'll tell you if it's from the luggage or if it's just from cargo.
can I just like find money?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can go
just
through
want
someone's
money.
luggage.
I just want more money.
Yeah,
Your capital.
I'd say you can
Go.
punch up your capital by 3.
Holy.
You just go and rustle through, and you're like, you basically find the like. So what goes on, right? Um, you're keeping an eye on this police officer dude who at some point comes out to go, I don't know, to the washroom or something. There's a washroom somewhere on this train, I'm sure. And you swipe his key, and you go into the luggage area. And you see his bag with a lock on it, and so you unlock it, and you take some of his money. You take his money is what you do.
I take all of his money. I'm not leaving a few coins behind.
Exactly. So yeah, you have robbed somebody.
And do I stealthily return his key like nothing happened?
Oh, of course.
Oh.
You just slip it into the. You could either slip it into where like he's staying, as if it fell out of his pocket, or literally have slipped it back into his pocket when he returned.
I slip it back into his pocket as we're
Nice.
returning.
Sneaks into the bathroom and like slides it into his pants around his ankles under the stall.
Oh, there you go.
I love it.
Wouldn't have had it any other way.
Perfect. And so you can add an advantage of, I mean, what would you want to call your advantage for stealth? You could totally name it.
Sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky. Yes, it is sneaky, sneaky. You're good.
Plus 2 stealth.
Yeah, +2 for stealth there. So we got a +2 for manipulation, a +2 for stealth, and a +2 for vigilance right now. Is that correct?
It sure is.
Cool. And remember, you guys have your mementos. Those also let you add a +2. But once they are, once you use a memento, you have to, like, you basically have to spend a scene in the next game to have it recovered. In like the preparation phase instead of collecting equipment, basically. That sort of deal. Or just have it be a scene at some point in the next game so that you would get it the game after. Yeah.
Noted.
Also, in regards to healing, actually, so I covered that. So the only time you can heal somebody in an actual turn is only in regards to critical injuries, physical or mental. But you guys can each take a scene once per game to recover. So you are able to recover. Those are the. So basically, you can. There's the recovering a critical injury, like it takes a turn essentially, and then the other one, which would be recovering just your conditions, would be a scene once per game that you'd be able to do, but it has to be at a safe location.
Would that recover all of your conditions?
Describe
or
it.
just a single one?
Describe a scene together with one or several other PCs to recover from 2 conditions except broken. Oh, once per day, not per game. Sorry, once per day. So you guys can each once per day have a scene where you recover 2 conditions of your choosing.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So, let me get us to. Oh, right. After the train blew its whistle and left the station of Alson, there were a few options to make the rest of your trip. You could either um, get a carriage, uh, some horses, or go by foot. Um, yeah. Uh, so you can try to ask for some help. Not for help. You can either try to procure a way to get there yourself. This would let you use manipulation and plus whatever your lifestyle bonus is, or you can spend straight capital, or you can do a resource roll. Basically, if you were trying to get horses for yourself, that would be the manipulation roll because you're literally trying to convince people to give you their sell you their horse, basically. Um, carriage, and the carriage one would be doing a resource roll or just spending straight capital. A carriage would cost 2 capital or require 2 successes from resources. Same for uh, weak to get a weak horse. To get a strong horse would require 3 successes, where weak horse would require 2 successes, or weak horse for 2 capital, strong horse for 3 capital.
All right, I'll try and manipulate my way into getting a horse.
Cool. And this here you do get to
Use my lifestyle bonus.
correct. You got it.
Got 1 success.
Okay. Is anyone else going to also try so they can try to build up the pool of successes?
Sure am.
Cool. In this case, you could. Yeah. I'll just say you can just roll for it. Adding your stuff.
He has a -1 die on that roll.
He
Yeah,
does.
because my
Lifestyle bonus.
lifestyle.
And you got yeah.
I
So that's 2. So you guys would have basically Oscar is like I give I need your horse basically, and then they're like no, and then you're like um, and then Oscar and Sven comes over and is like, please sir, and he's like okay, and you guys have one uh one weak horse at this point, and then we still got good old Stark if he wishes to also try to get another horse.
So, is there anyone nearby with a strong horse by chance?
There is, yep.
I walk over, pop open a bottle of wine.
Wow, this guy.
Okay. 2 glasses in my other hand. Walk up, put a glass in his hand. My good man! And I just start pouring him some wine.
I mean, he's not gonna say no to some wine.
Alright? Pour myself a glass of wine. Cheers him. What a fine steed you have, good sir.
It's like you have a
I would
good. He's
love
like you have a good eye.
I'd love to take it off your hands.
Oh boy, he's like he gives you a look and he's like, well, for the right price.
Okay, let's just
And that's when you can. So you can use since you're using wine, you can use I believe manipulation or inspiration, which would be manipulation, but you get to add your bonus from the wine onto manipulation, which I think for this wine is +2.
For the wine, I believe it. I have it written down as +1, but I believe it's +2.
Yeah, you should have wine and you also have fine wine, to my knowledge.
Oh my bad. Yeah, I should just have fine wine. I never had regular, but
Okay.
Fine wine +2. Oh. Okay, let's manipulate this mofo.
There you go. Exactly what you need. So there's a weak horse and strong horse that you guys have right now. So a weak horse gives +2. A weak horse gives +1, and you can you can have it do force checks for you, sort of deal. A strong horse has a +2, and you can use it in close combat and also for force. I will get a good old, because there's actually an animal table on here, I think. No, they don't have horses on there. That's fine. So you guys just have horse, weak and strong horse that are able to help you out. So I'd say Sven and Oscar, you have a weak horse. And Stark, you have a strong horse, unless you want to give them the strong one and you ride the weak one. I don't know what you guys want to do.
Ha! Okay, let's not get out of hand here.
Uh-huh.
I'll ride my strong horse.
Makes the weak horse carry 2 people while the strong horse carries him by himself.
Yeah. Took 2 of you to get the horse. 1 of me to get mine.
Oh.
Savage as always.
I did mess up my character build, but I'm realizing. Yeah, I did something real dumb. But
Oh yeah?
that was my mistake. I put a point manipulation, but literally my talent is I can use inspiration instead of manipulation when I'm charming or deceiving someone.
I'm at.
And my inspiration was higher than my manipulation, but I made them equal the same.
I
So
see.
dumb.
I'm fine
That's
with
fine.
you. Just move. You can move that over. That's fine.
Okay.
Since like you realize what's
Big
up.
old.
I'm real dumb.
Cool. Okay. So, you guys have acquired some horses. And you guys have currently
No.
made it to a wonderful
A random dirt road.
random dirt road. Yes, exactly.
How many of these I've seen?
um, and yeah, you guys. I'm just gonna. I hate how these horses look, but that's fine. They look like they're like dead horses because they're just gonna lay on their back. But you know, that's whatever.
Lol.
So you guys have your horses. Roy is following along happily. And yeah, you guys. Let's see. I believe I have some stuff. Here we go. On your travel on the forest road, you do come across someone who is kind of like has a bunch of stuff all packed up, and they're kind of like traveling into the back to where the town that you guys came from, Olson, and they're like, are you heading to call in, or he's like, you guys should turn back. There's weird stuff going on.
Like what?
He's like, it's that darn mill, I tell ya. It's haunted. Nothing ever good comes from going there, and of course I had to go there. And it was, I don't know, I couldn't see anything happening, but I know something was watching me from atop of the mill.
Might just have been a troll.
He's like, trolls aren't real, you bugger.
Oh, but they are.
It's like, he gives you a strange look, and he just hurries past you guys, thinking you're crazy.
Stealth robbed him on his way past.
And
To cut a coin sack off his waistband.
wow, if you want, you do stealth, sure. I'll have this poor bugger do I'm gonna say
Can I
you're
use my
probably a
advantage to
farmer.
rob this guy?
Lol.
Are you robbing him, or are you
No,
guys
no,
working?
I'm just trolling.
Oh, okay. I'll have him do a vigilance check.
Oh, we found troll already, did we?
Funny.
No,
Well, he did not do well, and so yeah, you can swipe for no swiping.
Mm.
For
What kind
sure.
of a resource?
What did I get, Tyler, from Mr. Farmer?
I mean, you.
Guilt.
Let's see. What sort of? It's a farmer. So I'll see here. You would
-5 to integrity.
have found a compass, and I'd say, what else on here? And one capital. So you took some money from him, and you found a compass.
Just stranded.
Compass gives you a +1 while using learning to find a way.
Yikes.
And yeah, you guys
Kirk.
then, after no time at all, find your way to a nice, lovely inn that you guys were looking for. But the hot and sticky wind followed you all as you traveled along the road to Callan, and after a while you came across the inn on the roadside and can see a man tilling his fields and a woman feeding the pigs in a fenced area attached to the inn itself. A sign outside reads, "The Pig Blanket Inn." And you guys would come and probably, yeah, exactly, down there.
You roll up.
Yeah, you guys on your horses, off your horses, or what?
As we approach, I'd get off my horse and walk my horse.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. And, like, jump off the horse, go down, like, half Roy. He's been running the whole time.
I'll then attend the horse.
Cool.
Stable boy.
Pretty much.
So now Ollie's good for.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, I see what happened. Cool. That makes more sense now. Okay. So you guys, yeah, you're off your horse. You see them working away, and they have not secretly noticed you guys yet.
Well, I'll keep walking my way up to the front
Making
of
my
the
way
inn then.
downtown.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, follow.
tell someone, like, wave over to the dude in the field, I guess.
Yeah. The farmer, he sees you and stops working, and he comes over. He's like, "Are you guys passing through, or are you staying the night?"
We would be staying for the night.
Oh, quite
At
fine.
very least one night, possibly more. Depends about the area.
He's like, "Well, my wife over there." He points to the lady in the pig pen feeding the pigs. He's like, she'll be able to get you all sorted. And would you like me to tie up the horses?
Yes, that'd be appreciated. And I'll. So should I see to about your wife about getting rooms and stuff then?
He's like, yes, please do.
All right. Well, thank you very much, young man.
follow Oscar's lead.
Me as well. Leading the horse up to the couple.
Cool.
Give the farmer my horse and head inside.
Yeah, you can see the farmer ties your guys' horse. It's over here. And Oscar, you come over to the lady, and she then, the husband calls out to her, says, Latin, these fine people are going to be staying the night or a few. Please set them up with a room. And you can see that she just finished feeding the pigs. It comes on over, and you can see she goes like inside, comes out the front, and I'll throw this back. There we go. She's like, well, we have 3 beds. Me and my husband, we stay we sleep in the basement when we have guests. So don't worry about us. Feel free to settle yourselves in the rooms. There's 1 double bed and 1 room with 2 beds, and we'll make sure that food is ready for you whenever you need it. Just let us know. And she kind of like holds the door open. No, she opens the door, props it open, and walks in, waiting for you guys to follow.
I follow.
Yep, seems.
Me as well.
Cool. Move your tokens in, please.
Making my way downtown, walking fast in the bed and breakfast.
And yeah, you see that it's a quite a comfy little inn going on. There's a nice fireplace. You can see that they kind of like set the food up and like prepare it all here. And all of it looks pretty tasty, to be honest. It looks like really delicious looking food, to be real.
Sven's hungry and he wants to eat.
And I'd say your tummy probably gives a little bit of a growl, and the lady Leighton is like, "Would you like some food now?"
I would love some.
Cool. What about? And she's like, "And your father and grandfather, what would they like?"
I'm gonna look at Oscar and be like, "Gramps, you getting hungry?"
I think I'm all right for now. Actually, perhaps we should just take ourselves and settle ourselves in room for a sec. Would you both be able to help me with my room for a moment? And excuse me, which one was the larger room?
Larger room. She points to the one in the northwest of the house.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll be like, oh, just come in here for a second, my boyos. We'll get settled.
Sorry, I mean, you're wondering what's the larger room or what has the bigger bed? Sorry.
Oh, just a larger room.
Okay, larger room is the bottom one. Sorry.
Okay, so oh, we'll just get settled for a moment here. Come on in here, my boyos. Let's get things ready.
Roy goes and jumps on the bed.
Once both of these 2 guys are in the room, I want to shut the door for a moment.
Yeah, you shut the door.
Okay. I'd be like, look at both of them and be like, look, we're here to investigate trolls. Now, there's one thing I know about trolls is that you never ever take food from them, unless you wish to be their slave forever. I don't know if trolls can disguise themselves.
Oh, wow.
Well, have I got a way for us to find out? I open up my Bible and I start to
Please
read.
bless this house.
I start to read holy scripture in which to bless this home.
Wow, I love it.
This is wonderful. Do you scream it very loudly?
So do I just roll Bible? Is that what I do?
I I mean, you can give me an inspiration check, sure.
Oh, I'll fucking give me an inspiration check.
Oh, can I help him by playing like some music as well? Because I have a musical instrument that influences listeners with inspiration.
Yeah, bud, go for it.
So I guess that just gives you a +1.
You guys are just playing tunes.
Yeah. Well, like holy tunes, Jesus-y tunes, or whatever this one is.
Sounds great. Do her up.
So much Jesus here.
While this is going on, can I use vigilance to see if I notice any reactions from outside?
There's no windows from this. Well, I mean, I guess there's windows going outside.
Okay, I guess would I be able to
Do you
like
peek the door?
roll
Like,
stealth and like sneak the door out, or to like see if they?
yeah, you can do that. I've also made it so you should be able to see troll in the Vason section, just because you guys do have this info about trolls and stuff like that. And I guess you guys also have the ritual stuff now for this. Yeah. So I'll throw that on as well for you guys. So you have it. Basically just troll info. There you go. Cool. I mean, so let's see. Sven, you do your stealth check. You take a look outside to see how stuff is going when the music starts playing. Oscar, are you gonna roll your music?
I don't have to roll anything. It's just a +1 for inspiration, right? So it just gives him that.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. With
Yeah.
you guys doing that.
I think he already rolled with the extra die on there anyway.
Yeah, so that's great. So yeah, basically, Sven, you're able to look into the room. You're able to actually see Latin is she can hear the music and doesn't seem to be affected by it. She's kind of dancing along a little bit, I guess you could say. Though you do what would actually I would need a if you want, so observation would be to see how she's like feeling, like how you know, that sort of deal. But vigilance would be to see how, like, what is going on, I guess you could say, like to actually see something, if I am correct. Yeah, like you.
Observation is like Call of Cthulhu psychology, and vigilance is more like spot hidden.
Yeah, I kinda.
Okay, well then I'll use an observation to see if I can tell if, like, you know, she's dancing out of she genuinely likes the music, or she's trying to like hide some pain or suffering that she's feeling right now.
Yeah, sure, do it up. Nice. You can. So she's not hiding any sort of pain or anything. You can see that she is indeed like enjoying the music. But you can see that she's definitely she's what's the word? She's dancing very like she's purposely moving around the place in a purposeful way as she is dancing, and you can see that she like moves around from where the food is to the fireplace, and you can see that when she like is when you guys are done and she's no longer dancing and is back, you are able to see that I guess the food has been changed, like is different of what she had on the table and what was there originally. Like,
Interesting. Okay, well,
yeah.
so I'm gonna mention that to them and be like, well, she was kind of dancing to the music, but she did change the food, so I don't know what that means.
Well, to be certain, we can just put a cross on the table to make sure before we eat.
We
Because
can
if we
feign as Christians and bless our meal.
exactly, we're gonna be good Christian folk.
There you go.
I bust out the cross.
Just comes out crosses laser.
So I walk out. I'm like, I'm ready for food. Let's have some food.
Cool.
I'm starving.
Like, but I'm like cupping. How big is the cross? Is it like a "I banished you" cross, or is it like a little like cross?
I'd
Is it ready
say
for
I'd
crucifixion?
say it's a cross that is like you'd be able to fit it on like the inside pocket of like your trench coat
Nice.
sort of deal.
Oh,
Like
well, if
it.
he just has it on
So
him, then we'll be fine.
yeah. So it's big, but it's not too big that you can't put it inside your coat.
Okay.
You know.
Well, I say we don't advertise we're full Christians quite yet, but we'll keep that in our back pocket because if we do come to talking with trolls, we don't want them to think we're Christians or pretend to be Christians because then they won't like us at all.
I'm game.
So we'll just keep that in the back pocket. All right, let's go eat.
Cool. You guys, you guys are able to.
So- I'm gonna pull up my flask with holy water in it
Yeah,
because it looks like a liquor flask, right?
exactly.
And can I fumble and like accidentally splash my food a little with my holy water?
Yeah, you totally can.
What do you want me to roll for that?
I'd say a stealth check, pretty much, in this situation.
I just dumped it on myself in my lap.
I mean, she has to, she brings over the food, she puts it down. You go to unscrew your flask, and you like accidentally go and spill it on the food, but instead you spill it over yourself and on her, and she's just like, oh, you just have. Let me go get you some more water, she says, and she just kind of goes and collects some water over here.
While she's gone, I gotta pour a little on my food while she's gone.
You spill. I mean, yeah, sure, sounds good. Yeah, like you have a couple drops left to go put on.
Sure.
To go put on your food. Yep.
Anything?
No. It's like bread and cheese and some bacon,
Well,
basically.
soggy bread and cheese now.
Yeah.
Wet bread and cheese.
You can see that the food that is in front of you doesn't look as appealing and as like super delicious as the food that she had, but she was preparing over there originally. So the bread, cheese, and some bacon, but it still, still looks appealing.
Interesting. I'm gonna eat my soggy bread and cheese and bacon.
What's everyone else getting up to?
But I have to. I feel like we're going a little too ham about this food.
I mean, you're fine.
I'm eating it.
I'm just gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Can I roll vigilance to see if there seems to be anything suspicious about the food?
Uh, sure.
She's just
Or
watching us pick apart our
or
food
you can
at
do
the table.
vigilance or maybe or investigate maybe whichever you'd want to do. I'd say yeah, vigilance is what we would do for
I already
this.
rolled vigilance, yeah.
Yeah.
But does the food look suspicious in any way, or?
It
uh,
seems very genuine.
the food looks like normal food. Nothing. It doesn't like you. Basically, you look for telltale signs of poisoning and that sort of stuff, and you can't see any there's no weird sulfur smell and no weird sizzling happening or anything like that.
I mean, if Sven thinks it looks legit and so far so good, then he's gonna eat it.
Cool. Yeah, man. You eat the food.
He's a hungry boy.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Sure.
Doesn't
Just
taste
the
like
hardest
awesome.
food.
Doesn't taste awesome or anything, but it tastes good. How about Oscar?
Well, I'm just gonna take some of the bread and cheese, and I'll head back outside onto the porch out to where the farmer is,
Uh-huh.
and be like, "Oh, thought you'd appreciate. Well, must be hard work out here, so brought some out for you as well. Even though I know you surely get the best your wife's cooking anyway." And I'll give him some my bread and cheese as well. And I just want to essentially chat him up and find out, like, oh, so like pretty nice having an inn out this way. Like, how's business been? Seen many travelers? I want to get him talking. I want to find out if shit's been going down here.
Yeah, sure.
Possibly, I'll give him a glass of wine.
Oh my god, he's like, none for me, I'm working.
Ah,
But he says that, he's like, there were some, there were some hunters, that were going to check out this odd ritual place in the forest, ways out. Not too far from here, though, was, there are some rumors that witches were dealing with the devil's kin, and he kind of like leans in close and he like says in a hushed tone, he's like, like trolls. He says.
yeah, I'm familiar. I've heard of them anyway. I'm sure everyone has.
He's like,
But
yeah.
like, well, what? Sorry, what direction did you say this Del Grove was?
He like points you down the northwest road. So,
Right.
is like
Oh,
that way through and he's like down that way. It's through the you'd be able to get there in no time. He says.
oh, sounds very interesting. I'm sure I'd love to go investigate these devil things. Huh.
He's like, well, I meant it's all bad for business. Anything going on that like
That's what
that?
I've heard, but also, curiously enough, we met another strange fellow on the way here. He said something about a mill?
He's like, oh, that old place?
Ah, just this odd farmer we passed on the road said it was cursed or haunted or
He's
something
like,
along those lines. He seemed quite distraught by it, the poor fellow.
he's like, well, yeah, we all believe that it's haunted, but that's just a kid's tale. Ghost stories to stop kids from going to that dilapidated mill and getting themselves hurt or worse, is what he says.
Oh, anything to keep those kids safe.
Well, we don't have any of our own, sadly, but they're all precious.
Yes. Oh, leave it at that, I guess. I'll go find my compatriots. What time of day is it, by the way?
I mean, it's probably like 1, 2 p.m.
Okay. It's like, oh, how far off is that Devil Grove? How many hours would you reckon?
Oh, he's like, it's no more than like an hour away.
Oh, not bad at all. Thank you very much. And I'll go in and I'll tell my compatriots about everything that we talked about. And then be like, well, like, if we want to go investigate something, we may as well go look at this grove. Or we can go look at the mill. One of the two, I suppose.
Did he happen to say where the mill was? Is it in the same direction?
No, I have no idea, but we should probably go find it.
Didn't you bring some maps, Stark?
Did I bring some maps? Of course I brought some maps, young one. But that I find that it's best used whilst we are navigating as opposed to sitting at a table.
I
Well,
mean,
I guess we should get going.
you guys are you'd be able to take a look
Okay,
basically. Yeah.
Okay, it says use investigation and learn when navigating. Is it one or the other or both?
I've been hearing that I haven't got an exact thing about it, but I've been hearing that it's using either or.
Okay, well, it is then. Yeah, so that one, which path we should probably go do.
Did you add your
You didn't add a bonus.
you did your bonus?
It doesn't give me a bonus, I don't believe it says it. Let me double check.
No, all
Map
all items give you a bonus of some sort.
Okay. I'm just gonna re-roll, but only use the last die as my bonus.
Sure.
Nothing. No. So it didn't work out.
Gotcha. Cool.
I leave the map book on the table for them to look at. I'm gonna come over here and chit chat with her. And while I'm chit chatting, I want to use vigilance to see if there's anything that looks like it was just recently burnt in the fire.
Yeah, for sure. Do it up. You guys have like the classic conversation about pigs in the backyard and how the place is named Pig Blanket Inn.
So I'm just taking a look at the fireplace. Like, nice fireplace.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a real nice fire you got there.
Sure is a nice fire you got there.
Oh, she's like, oh, keeps us nice and warm in the winter time, that's for sure. Luckily, we don't need it too hard right now. It's pretty hot, but you know, still gets all the food cooked.
Cool. I go back over my compadres and like I whisper. Do I have to roll to whisper like stealth?
Sure.
Okay. I whisper to Sven. I'm like, we're gonna make a scene. You need to go see what's downstairs.
Oh.
That's literally what I was gonna do.
Oh my lord, this guy.
Literally, as soon as you stopped talking to her, I was gonna be like, "Oh, he's talking to her." This is in the basement.
You'll get a Stark. You'll get an additional dice for your extra success in stealth. So you'll have a +1 to manipulation for making a scene.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
versus her observation.
So wait, so I'll have an extra +1 to stealth because they're making a scene?
Oh yeah, I'm good with doing that way actually. Yeah, that's a much better way to do it.
Cool. I'm gonna. Okay, so
she'll just do it. So you miss in.
I'm gonna try and charm her.
Sure.
With my good looks and well-spoken vocabulary. And for
Oh,
that,
damn, she got 2.
ugh, ugh,
So I'll
it
say that
hurts.
your you mean you have to use all right, your thing lets you use inspiration, right? Yeah.
Instead of manipulation, in place of manipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll say that your charming words bring bring hers down by 1, so she only has 1 success. And Sven, you can do stealth with
But you
a
still get the
+1.
bonus.
Oh boy! So yeah, you beat hers by 1, having 1 success, allowing you to slip downstairs unnoticed. Let's see if this works for me. Yeah, there we go. I'll just move you guys,
Oh shit, that doesn't look like a lot of fun down there.
and you guys
Oh.
are just out of the way for the time being. So yeah, Sven, you go downstairs and you see a dilapidated, rundown basement that is in ill repair.
Is there anything that I see that's obviously like
I don't know, just sticks out.
That sticks out.
Just seems weird to be in a dilapidated basement.
When they said they were going to sleep downstairs.
Yeah, you're able to see that there are, basically like under like neath here. There's like 2, sleeping rolls. You see that there are, you see there's a couple of crates back here as well. So those are kind of like the 2 things that stick out. Yeah, you can give me investigation on
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and use investigation on the crates, and I'm gonna use my writing utensils. I'm basically just gonna
Take down some
write down
notes.
anything I find in the crates.
Cool. Yeah. You go over to the crate, and the crate, they are currently, sealed, nailed shut. You have a
Well,
crowbar. You
I
can
was
use your
gonna use
crowbar to
force.
force. Yeah,
Yeah.
force her open.
Up.
Do you wanna push it?
Yeah, I do.
All right. What
Have you
physical
still got the extra dice in there, or you used to put
Uh,
an extra one?
He has an extra one from using the
the
crowbar.
crowbar.
Yeah. So yeah, you can yeah, if you push a roll, you take a physical condition of your choice.
Well, I'm gonna be exhausted after this because it's using a lot of force.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Oh my god. Vote kick this guy.
Yo, I rolled frickin' 3 5s though, so that's cool.
Ouch. Yeah, you're even, your tiny orphan arms just can't do it.
All right. Well, I mean, would I be able to investigate the sleeping rolls? I guess. While
Yeah.
I'm here, at least.
You sure can. Luckily, those won't you won't have any negative conditions because
Yeah.
you're using a logic thing.
I can still use the writing utensils though. Make note of the sleeping bags.
Yeah. So give that.
Oh hey.
Yeah, you you are able to see that they are looking pretty bad, and you're able to see that there's a little bit more than just a little amount of what looks like dried blood and stuff on it. It looks like these are like, well, looks like someone died on these things, I would say. Um, and you probably are able to deduce that like these are not their sleeping bags at all. And it's most likely that they have like taken them from somebody and are using it as their own now.
All right. Well, I am going to, after that, head upstairs and tell my compatriots what I have found in the basement.
Cool.
Box is that were too hard to open?
Bro, I just couldn't do it with my little orphan arms, you know?
Share little orphan arms.
You can only roll 7 dice twice and still not fucking do anything.
And so you guys are there, you're there, you're with her, Roy's in there. You come up and yeah.
So I'm gonna just go over to Oscar and be like, Oscar, there were some crates down there. Couldn't get into them. They were nailed too tight. But I did see some bedrolls on that were covered in blood. Don't think they belong to these guys. Also, that basement's destroyed. So if they're sleeping down there, they sure must enjoy sleeping on rocks.
Curious.
Curious.
Curious. Oh, God. Nothing makes sense. And then trigger the troll traps that we have. Maybe they're working with them. Or something else is going on here. Maybe they're not trolls at all. Maybe it's something else. Anyway.
Is true.
Should we go have a look at some of these other things then? We'll have to just maybe sleep in one room tonight. I'm not sure if I trust it anymore. These people have probably killed someone.
Or multiple.
Yeah. How many? Like 2 bedrolls, so probably 2.
At least.
Yeah. Or the guys, you could have killed multiple people in each bedroll.
It's the sacrifice beds.
Oh my gosh. The Sandman trait in Fallout.
Like, alright, Stark, we're gonna go take a look around until like nighttime.
They're like, oh, she's like, okay, well, come back whenever.
Okie doke.
I'm gonna go grab Roy from the room. Come on, boy.
And are you guys going to try to find the mill, or are you guys going to go to the location that they told you to go to, or like the place the witches were, sort of deal?
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'm down to go look for this grove.
Okay.
Do we need to roll anything for that?
I meant you guys have been told where to go to get there, so you're able to get there. So let me just swing it on over and okay. Did I switch you guys over to it? I did. Okay, so basically you follow along the path, and you find like some tracks, and you're able to get there in the top left. So I'll throw your pieces in. Do you take your horses with you or no? It's about like oh, you're already up there. Okay. It's about like an hour's walk, I'd say.
Oh, I'd take my fucking horse. I'm not walking an hour. I got a horse.
Sounds
Fucking
good.
right, I'm taking my horse.
I guess we took the horses.
Cool. I'll grab the horses.
The dead horses.
The dead-looking horses. Correct.
Well, not
I
yet,
co-
but soon.
I'd rather refer to them as troll bait.
Wow. These
A peace
guys.
offering, if you will.
I bet one of these horses is stronger than us in combat.
Oh, the strong horse probably is.
The strong horse can actually be used in combat. The weak horse cannot be. Essentially.
Well, we know which one's food.
Ethically, the weak horse can't be used in combat.
Let's see here. So we're in.
I block with the weak horse.
Let's see. We got. So you guys get to this grove, and you're able to see that there's definitely some weird looking stone placement at the center of this area. And what is this gonna be like? And yeah, what do you guys do?
Pull my cross.
Okay.
I want to go investigate the stone circle.
Yes, I follow with my cross.
Yeah, I think we're all going.
Okay. Sounds good. And as you guys go to check out this ritual-esque looking site, you hear a gunshot off in the distance.
Ignore it.
And you, in like no time at all, see none other than the officer
Fuck off!
running
Well,
running away from something.
I'm gonna hide in this bush right here.
Oh my gosh, you guys are comical. So yeah, you guys are
Jesus.
gonna do some stealth. Is everyone doing stealth?
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm popping into this bush and I'm pulling out my musket. I'm just getting ready.
Okay. And you can see that as he's running away, you can see he doesn't have any weapon of any sort, and you do see though that there is a hunter and well, two hunters, I guess, with one that has a gun, and it looks like a rifle shotgun sort of situation. And she fires another shot off at the officer, and he yells out, "I promise, I'll give you the money once we finish the job. I've just misplaced my funds."
Lol.
And how'd you guys do? So Stark, you did it. Oscar's good, and good old Sven is good as well. So Stark is the only one who's out in the open currently, not hiding very well. And you see that the officer kind of like jumps back at the shot that was like clearly not aimed at him, but at his feet. But still, he got startled by it. And he then hears rustling behind him of nice shoes on stone, and sees Mr. Stark, and he's like, "Fine, sir. Please help. There's these hunters are they're wishing to have their funds paid up front, but that's not how a business transaction works."
Oh?
He's like, yes, if you pay someone when a job has been completed, of course, right?
Okay.
He's like, please help
That's not
help.
how I do business.
He's like, oh, oh. He's like, okay, okay.
Half up front, half on completion.
He's like, I. He like he like comes closer to Stark. He whispers. He's like, someone has clearly stolen my funds. I don't have any money currently. Not even fair to make it back home. I was hoping that after I would get the reward and be able to pay them and make my way back afterwards.
I look at him. I'm just as broke as you are.
He's
Lol.
cold.
Just looking fancy as fuck, being like, bro, I'm 4-2 up front.
He is going to do an you can manipulate or inspiration against him as he is observationing you.
Goss, I love that, man.
And basically, as you guys are, it's a tie, so you guys are chatting to each other and this sort of stuff, and you can instantly, everyone else can tell that the people here are getting they're not waiting around, essentially, as they start to come in closer, and they fire another shot off. Is what they do. Oh jeez. And yeah, Ghosta here gets a good old shot in the back, and
Nice.
falls over dead.
Holy shit.
And they're like, they just look at you guys, and they're like,
Just me because they don't know about the other two.
oh, that's true. Yeah, they just look at Mr. Stark, and they're like, he was trying to cheat us. Clearly, you can see that.
Absolutely.
He's like, glad we can see it the same perspective. And and they
I had my gun trained on the hunter with the right while he was talking to him.
they're like, so do we have a problem here or no? He said,
I haven't the slightest clue what you're talking about. I'm just out on a normal stroll.
they're like, good, you never saw us, and they leave.
Go to hiding? Wow, that was crazy.
I searched the officer.
I mean, sure. Let me see if he has anything
Come on, the poor man was already destitute. Who knows how that happened?
on.
He could have been hiding something, homie.
You see that he has handcuffs, a billy club, and a pistol on him.
I pick up the handcuffs and I pick up the pistol.
Cool. The handcuffs, I made it so it gives you a +1 in close combat or force to, well, handcuff somebody. But you have to, you have to have already have grabbed them to then be able to handcuff them. Sort of deal.
Gotcha.
Also, I want this guy's body not bleeding on these stones.
Oh my lord! Wow.
Please, I'm immediately taking him off these stones.
Yeah, you just Oscar just starts dragging a body. Sounds good. Do you know
in the middle?
Yeah, you just
licking his face.
you guys just Oscar just drags him off over here.
Roy's a hungry.
Actually, Oscar, give me a force check.
Oh. Sure.
Whoa!
Oh.
Wow! Yeah, you do it, buddy. Amazing.
But
Wow.
throws him off the rocks, like picks him up and chucks him into the bushes.
And
Good
then
job.
whatever blood's on these stones, I want to watch it and make sure it doesn't do any weird shit, like get like drained by the stones or something.
Do you clean off with your Do you clean it off with your water or the holy water?
Oh, don't clean it off. I'm just watching
And-
to see if it does any weird shit.
Oh, watching. I thought you said watching.
Oh, watching. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
You don't. You see that the sun is beaming on the stone, but you do not see it getting any reaction from the blood.
That's good.
Well, you had one attribute die, and you got a success.
Yeah, he's not a physical dude. He's old.
Easy
Um,
clap.
Oh, he's 10,000 years old. What do you expect?
Yep. Do you, Jordan, you know the stats for a pistol, yes?
I can look him up, so you don't need to tell me.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see here. I'll have, what was I gonna do in this? I love how this, how this changed from what happened on the trade. It makes me so happy. It's so funny.
I love that happened.
Let's see. Cool. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys have witnessed this happen? What do you guys do? And you've checked out the stone with the blood, and nothing has occurred from that.
I pull my cross.
Okay, what do you?
Walk to the middle.
Okay. Yeah, you walk to the center with your cross out, and you're not really getting any reaction.
I pull out my Bible and roll Bible skill.
So you're just gonna speak some holy words with some inspiration.
You know it.
Okay, do it up. They're fine words. No reaction once again. What's Sven getting up to?
I just want to investigate the stone at the center to see if it's like has any kind of if it looks like, I don't know,
Yeah.
ritualistic or kind of supernatural in any way.
Cool. Do it up. Yeah, you're able to see that this is well, it's just glass. Just a glass stone like just put in the middle.
A glass
It looks
stone?
like it's
What is it shaped like?
like like in the on the map, like circle. Yes, like it literally looks like a baseball sized glass ball that just has been put in the center of these rock formations that are embedded in the ground, and it doesn't look like it. Like with your investigation check, there you're able to see that this is not like in no way it's natural. Like it literally just looks like you can tell that someone has purposely dug up the earth, put the rocks here, and that sort of stuff is what is going on.
This is man-made.
You can see that it's been placed. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, but it doesn't look anything out of the ordinary. Just a glass ball in the middle of some stone. That probably why people think it's for witches.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's what it feels like. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, at that point, I'm kind of like walk away from the stone. I'm like, there's not really a whole lot happening here right now. Like, maybe something happens at night, but during the day, this seems like a pretty ordinary glass ball on some rocks.
What if we smash it?
either. Like, what if it's containing something?
Can I pick the glass ball up?
It's in the ground. You can do a force check.
Oh, yes, I will do a force check. 4. Oh man.
Would you? Oh, 1.
Hey!
So yeah, you pluck it out. Pluck out this. You have a. You now could add to your equipment. Glass ball.
Something is gonna come find this later and it's gonna be pissed that I have this glass ball.
Wow.
There you go. Now the mystery comes to us.
Well,
Right?
I
That's
feel
so
like we've
funny.
solved this problem now. So, should we just stuff this corpse in some bushes and go look at the mill?
I said we should
Sure.
sleep in the middle of the circle.
Oh, that seems a
Oh
little
my
bit
gosh.
disrespectful. We should at least like make sure he's covered.
But
How much of the corpse has Roy eaten by this?
Is Roy eating the body?
He was starting to lick the face, but he realized he was getting hungry.
Wow. I mean, he's nibbled the ear a bit. He's probably taken the ear off.
Alright. Roy, stop eating that. You don't know where he's been.
oh, that's the only issue. You don't know where he's been. It's not that he's fucking eating a human.
He's a dog. You know
Here's the
where it
thing,
comes from.
Tyler. I know
Um,
that
Yeah.
Stark searched the body,
Yeah.
but was there any paperwork on him? Because generally jobs require paperwork. I want to know what those hunters were getting paid, or that didn't get paid, what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that like says like a contract or anything like that, or was it just what Stark found?
Let me take a look here. Um, I'm pretty positive that I wrote something that was about that. um, and let's see. Yeah, you're able to see basically because he has some paperwork on him that's basically is like get oh yeah there is a letter for a job to hunt a troll. Um, though it is not really like I guess I'm not sure if letter be the right word. There's no like initials or to or from. So yeah, it's just like a contract like that he's picked up. Like someone would probably have picked up from like a message board or something like that. And it's like basically it's like um, I don't know, 50 shillings to whoever can bring me this troll's head in the forest between Aslan and Killen.
hmm. Quick side note: how late are we playing?
We have an hour left,
Okay.
roughly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's good information anyway. So should we head for the mill?
you can definitely try to find the mill.
Sure, I have a compass. So.
That is very true.
Well, we're like halfway there already then.
Yeah, so I will use, I guess it's learning +1 with the compass to try and find our way to the mill.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Basically, you guys have to go further into the woods, though you do find a path. So let me throw you all down.
Ben, this path you found looks like garbage. Look at all these deadly looking trees.
Hey, at least I found us a path. You were walking us straight into a river.
Would have been cool at least. Soft out of this hot sun.
And uh, yeah, it's a real creepy place. But you guys are able to, Sven seems to be making like he's making like a clear path through these woods without much issue, and finds the proper way to go. As you guys get deeper in the woods, though, it does begin to get foggy.
A little foogy.
Indeed.
Would I need to pass another check to continue on to get to the or
No, you're going the correct way. You don't need to do multiple checks. Um,
okay? Oh, that's a good sign. Well, it is creepy, so Sven definitely is gonna pull his gun out because he's gonna play. And actually, you know what? At this point, I'm gonna do a vigilance check to see if I notice anything around us, like watching it.
uh,
Or would I even need to?
you don't really need to. You see on the outlines. I guess not. This isn't really the outlines of the woods. The outline skirts of like the path that you're on. You do see uh three gnarly looking people that look skin and bones and look like they're covered in mud and dirt, what you assume is blood. Um, yeah, does not look great. But they just seem to be watching you guys currently.
I'll pull my pistol.
Which oh god, that's when I started blasting.
I'm just
Which
Stark yells hello.
I'd say you guys are probably would have been traveling. I'd say you guys are probably in like the center of the map now at this point from like your travels through the woods and stuff like that.
do any of them respond to Stark's call?
Um, they do.
Ripperoni.
They
I'm good as well, thanks.
you, you hear them laugh basically.
A laugh. I'm gonna use observation. Are these things looking to eat me?
Your observation check would definitely show that they are they would like to eat you. Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that. That answers my question.
Why aren't they eating us yet then?
uh, they I don't know. You you can check that out with an observation check.
Sure, I'll give that a shot. Ooh, two
Ooh.
successes.
You uh well, you can I'd say that it seems like they might be told not to uh, attack you unless you continue forward. Is what I would say. It seems like they're more here. They're currently more
On
to
defense.
to scare people away from entering further into these woods and towards the mill itself.
would we be able to sneak into the fog and sneak past them, possibly?
You can try.
Oh God.
Oh God is right.
Well,
Like, also, do these things look at all like trolls? Like other fucking
that
things? That's also a good question, I feel like.
they do not look like trolls. They look like people who are skin and bones, and are like literal bones on some of them are literally like visible on their hands and stuff like that, and like you can see like it's as if like they're skin and bones to the sense that like it's like their skin is like pulled, like they're like so malnourished and stuff that the skin is just like flat onto the skeleton, like their face and stuff. But you do see that like
well,
they have like their bony fingers definitely have sharp ends, and their teeth have some big canine stuff going on.
maybe that is when I started laughing.
Okay, guys, so do we keep going forward, knowing that these things may eat us alive, or do we just go turn around?
It's getting pretty late in the day. Why don't we come back
Yeah,
tomorrow?
I feel like that too. Yeah.
uh,
All
Why
right.
don't we come back tomorrow? Like 10 a.m. That work?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like when the sun's really high in the sky.
yeah. Let's come
When
back
Not
tomorrow.
that
Angry.
when the
not that
sun
we're
is on the
scared.
up and up. No, no, we just want to give them a chance, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, make it fair.
okay.
Okay, boys, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Cool. You
All
guys,
right, sharp guy.
you guys are heading back. Um,
The first time in history where a D&D group says no. It's gonna be a no for me, dog. I'm out. We're
Oh,
gonna turn.
that's not. You've never been in a dungeon. You open the door and then close the door.
No, always open the
Oh,
door, fireball. Open the door, fireball.
um, you guys, oh, actually, shit. Anyway, well, no, that's fine. I missed that moment. That's okay. So what goes on? You guys make your way back. By the time you get back to the like the forest glaive area, it is nighttime, and you see the body of Officer Gosta. Um, I did you guys like actually bury him or just kind of like put him off to the side?
Put him in the bush.
Okay.
He was not definitely not under dirt.
like best case scenario, there's a cairn maybe, so he's maybe covered with a couple of rocks. But if there's not a lot of rocks, we really didn't do much effort. At least I didn't.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't got time for that.
Well,
Uh,
you
that's pretty
guys
cool.
see well, as you guys are making your way back, uh Gusta gets back up.
Shit. Stark, holy water him.
Does he look
I'm
hostile?
in the holy water.
uh oh, I'm not sure what this one sounds like. It's gonna be like too epic. It's a little too epic.
Like, okay, so we know this isn't the best one.
Oh, here we go. How about Skinshaw? There we go. Yeah, that works for me. Um, so yes, he looks hostile. He also looks I having seen someone raised from the dead. Um, you also see new markings on his body. Aside from the shot in the back, you can see there are bite marks and gnaw marks. Aside from, of course, the lost ear from Roy. Um, you guys, yeah, it's uh, it's battle time. Um,
I'm gonna start blasting.
I will deal you guys out one card and one for myself. And I didn't do it the way I wanted to. That's fine. I have a 2. Stark has a 6. Sven has a 1. Oscar has a 9. And we go lowest up. Like, sorry. You want the low overall. Like, low is best. So Sven, you get to go first. You already have your weapon out. What do you do?
Oh, I'm a blast.
Cool. Give him a good old blap blap. Ooh, 1 success. Gives 2 damage. You can see that. Let's see how this goes. See that being dead has some advantages, and I have to do a roll. And okay, so you can see that your blast has done. Oh, actually, I guess he could. Yeah, you shoot him, but you see that him being dead already doesn't really have too much of an effect on this. But you do see that you have knocked and blown away some of his bones currently. And now it would be his turn. And
Cool.
he went. I mean, he got shot by Sven, so he's gonna. He doesn't like getting shot. He's been shot too many times today, and he, you guys are kind of already in the same zone as each other right now. Or actually, are you guys? Well, he moves over. He moves into your zone. Yeah.
Okay.
Is what he does, because otherwise you wouldn't have been able to shoot him, because your range is different than it's 1 to 2 or something, or 1 to 3.
Yeah, it's 1 to 2.
Yeah. So he goes to bite at Sven.
So I can parry with close combat, or
You can parry with close combat, correct? You could also I believe you can use agility to
dodge?
like jump out of the way. Basically, that would take you to a different zone as well.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna try and parry in this case.
Cool.
Ooh, buddy.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah, you're fine. You put your rifle in his mouth, like sideways, stopping him from biting you.
Blast him.
And I believe it is now Stark's turn.
I walk up, pull out my rapier,
Okay. So you use your quick action to draw out your weapon.
and I go to slice his leg off.
Wow, sounds good. He has used his quick action, so he will not be defending.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oof.
Bushing!
So you have um you have 2 extra successes than what you, or actually let me wait, he still has protection, so let me do that. See if he reduces that at all. Which probably not. He needs like a 6. Yeah. So you automatically get to do 1 damage to him. And when you get multiple successes, you can do more basically. So with close combat, you can either increase the damage by 1, and you can choose it multiple times. You can outmaneuver your enemy and exchange your initiative card. You can stress your enemy, cause your attacks cause mental conditions rather than physical ones. You can push an enemy into another zone or a specific part of the zone, or make an enemy drop a weapon or item. So you have 2 extra successes, so you could technically just bump up the damage by 2.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. um, yeah, you 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 cut off his leg, and then he hits the ground, and you stab him, and his dead body is double dead.
This poor guy.
Do
He
we
got
bomb and rush?
robbed.
And I once again forgot to have you guys do a fear check, so that's fine. Um, I had to.
I'm afraid no ghost.
I keep forgetting to have you guys do fear checks.
Were we supposed to do that in the other woods too?
Yeah, that's fine though. So yeah, you've killed the man that you caused his death already once, so you know it's fine.
You robbed him, so he got killed, and then we killed him again.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck, bro. Natural selection.
Oh
Since he's re-dead now, he said there was other markings on him.
yeah.
We investigate those other markings. Are they like symbols, or are they just? He said he was chewed up a bit more, or like what was going on?
You can give me a medicine check. You can't use like your tools or stuff,
As
but you can
long as
just.
I'm not trying to bring him back again.
No, you're just using
You accidentally used your tools and brought them back to me.
Yeah, it's just
Whoa.
so you won't be using your tools at all. You'll just be using medicine to take a look at his wounds and see what happened, basically.
You're not allowed to die yet. We gotta kill you one more time.
Oh my, this poor man.
All right, 2 successes.
Triple dead.
Yeah, you're able to see that it looks like full on bite marks. Very similar to the teeth of those creatures you saw deeper in the forest. AKA, it probably means that there's more than just those 3 in the forest you saw.
It looks like this thing was chewed on by those skeleton-y things. And then he became a skeleton-y thing-ish.
Interesting. I'm gonna go put the glass ball back in the center.
Oh my wow. Yeah, you just drop it in there, it goes back.
Anything happen?
No.
Then I take it back out.
Wow, okay, cool. Yeah. It is, as always, it's a regular glass ball.
Is it like a hollow glass ball, or is
Yeah.
it like a solid ball of glass?
It's hollow. I'd
So it's
say.
just the
Be a
bite marks
shame.
on this officer, eh?
What?
So it's just the bite marks on him, eh?
Correct.
That fit the description of these things.
I meant
Okay.
the other
So-
dead wounds would be the bullet wound to the back, of course. And
Nothing new outside of.
and of course a missing ear.
How did that happen? Who knows?
Well, shall we head back to the inn, boys?
Cautiously,
Probably-
yeah.
Probably enough for one night or one day.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, Stark. Sven found bloody bedrolls in the basement, so we should probably all stay in one room. They're probably murderers.
Noted.
And I highly doubt they're sleeping down there with the condition the basement was in, so.
Well, we can take turns on watch tonight.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Tyler, would
Yes.
resting overnight heal a condition like exhausted, or
You can use your scene once per day, so that's a fine time to use it.
cool?
Yeah, you can rest. Normally you would describe a scene, but yeah, you guys are all sleeping together in a room.
I would basically say that just because of that, Sven's so exhausted that he isn't able to actually get up at any point to help keep watch.
Cool. Yeah, you're recovered. Um, you you would be recovered once you get to rest.
Yeah, depending on what.
Yeah. So you guys enter, and you see Harold and Leighton waiting for your return. They have a bunch of food ready for you guys. Like, oh, uh, how did your search go? They say.
Oh, it was good.
You must be very hungry.
Oh no, I'm all good. I'm just gonna go lay down.
We ate on the way home.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use observation on them and see if they're scheming.
Okay. Yeah, they scheming.
Get them, boys. No, I'm just kidding. Uh,
We started blasting.
I'm just gonna casually just walk into them. And
Yeah. I
I
think
want
we're all good.
Tyler, yeah,
before I go
they
in there,
scheming.
I want to do a vigilance check on them because it does say in the trolls thing that if they are trolls, there's always at least one feature that gives them away. I'm
Sure.
just gonna give them a close look up and down with my squinty old man vision.
Okay.
Mm,
You're able
one
to
success.
you're able to see that Harold is definitely holding an axe behind himself.
Oh! Hello!
Oh shit!
Hey, Stark is back in the. He went the room already. He's in the room.
I'm just gonna like turn slowly to Sven, like put my hand on his shoulder and be like, he's holding an axe, and like turn with and try and draw my crossbow.
And with that, we will draw
Oh
cards
my
once
god.
again.
Yep.
No, like, yeah, Tyler's just, oh yeah, he's holding an axe, like,
Well, he's holding it behind his back. If he was like holding it by his side, I'd
It's
be
like
like,
maybe
oh
he was
okay.
chopping wood, but like,
But like holding like, hi, how's it going? Axe behind your back, like.
are you hungry?
fine.
Are you hungry? We are. Oh my.
It's Johnny!
All right, let's deal. I need to see if I can set this up so I can. I want to have it so that just shows the cards in your guys's uh players can see front of cards, number of cards. Okay, that might do it maybe. Um, playing face up, drawing. Okay, cool. Let's see if that does it. All right, time to deal these again. One to each of the players. Boom. No, it does not. Oh well. Alrighty. My boys got a 3. Stark has an 8. Sven has a 4. Oscar has a 10. Oh no!
Oh, they'd be axing
So
first.
Harold
last.
comes over, seeing that this isn't going how they want it to go, and well, boys, you vote to get axed. A question. Are you hungry?
No.
Too bad.
God damn it. Spent a lot of axe.
Oh.
So,
Alright,
you
well,
still have, your, you said you drove your crossbow, correct?
I did.
So, I mean, you don't have a reaction, sadly.
Uh,
So in this case, you, are going to get, uh,
axed.
you're gonna basically he swings his axe, um, like super close to you, but you can see he holds back just enough to not actually hit you, but like it like skins, it's like just enough to skin your nose. He has chose the action to turn. Um, one of the things you can do with attacks and stuff like that is you can choose if you have more than one success. You can choose to turn your damage into mental damage instead of physical damage. So he's making it so you have mental damage. So you take 2 mental conditions instead of physical
Okay.
conditions.
I'm frightened and angry.
Yeah, I'd say. And you would see you see Latin. She is going to do an agility check. Um, is that what she's gonna do? No, she doesn't need to do that. She is going to run over here as a quick action, and then she's gonna use her other action. Or actually, no, she doesn't need to do that. What's the? I'm pretty sure you can do a normal action to just move. Yeah, so she's doing normal action, move over here, and then quick action. She picks up a gun that's just hidden in the corner of the fireplace, on the outside between the fireplace and the wood, and she now has a gun. It is now good old Sven's turn.
Well, I'm shooting that bitch.
You need to pull. So you pull out your rifle. I assume you don't walk. You didn't. It doesn't sound like you walked in here with your weapon brandished. So quick action to
No,
pull out gun,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
I'm not moving. I'm shoot her in the face.
okay, roll your shoot. She does not have any actions to dodge or any of the other sort.
It would seem that I shot her.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she gets a shot. Um, I'm pretty sure that she ain't. Yeah. Yep. You've killed her dead. 2 damage. You shoot her. She's dead.
No, dude,
She see she falls back and topples the neatly stacked logs next to the fireplace. And it is Stark. It's your turn, and you heard a gunshot. You definitely know
I turn
something.
around.
And there's a closed door. So I mean, you can quick action to move from that room to the other room, or just move there, open the door, sort of deal.
Can I like kick the door open
Uh,
to like hit him?
yeah, I do a force check.
Oh, it's a force check.
Yeah,
Or you could just open the door and shoot him in the head.
he would.
I don't think I
you
have
can
actions.
draw your gun. Yeah. Right. Never mind.
Well, we'll go for the force.
Okay,
Or if you really want to gamble, just shoot through the door.
that's also very true. Oh, nice. Yeah, you you.
Fucking kick the
I
door open.
I love it. And yeah, you yeah.
Kablam!
Kill him.
I mean, I'm assuming you turned it all into damage, correct?
Yes, always, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
um,
times yes.
So that would be 2 damage. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that he is normal. And most people only have one thing. Yep, one mental and one physical. So that's all physical damage. So he's outie.
Oh, Harold is brutal bone disease.
What the fuck?
Kobe!
Good job, guys.
Alright.
Not even close.
Straight up. Well, I'm gonna search their bodies.
You
Alright,
find
actually,
it.
I'm gonna
You
go
find an
with
axe and you find a gun.
Oh, I'm gonna take her gun. What kind of gun is it?
It's much like yours. It's a rifle.
Is it a rifle or a musket?
It's a rifle. Sorry.
Oh, perfect.
I look at them, I'm like, let's take the axe downstairs and go deal with those boxes.
Sounds good.
You're still touching his nose where it got skinned by that axe, going like, what the fuck? The hell is going on?
Oh, that
The
was
best part about a rifle is it's like a musket. You get me +2 instead of +1.
very true.
Great.
It's nighttime, of course, and you guys do hear some noises outside.
Bar the door.
Oh lordy. I'm gonna move this bookshelf in front of this window.
Force checks to from whoever wants to move stuff. I need force checks.
Yeah, I'm gonna also start barricading.
I'll try to help.
Rip. Penalty die, droid.
Holy shit! Being so
Fucking carry me,
forcing.
senpai! Carry me, senpai!
These force
My
checks today.
my feeble my feeble little orphan arms just don't hold today.
Yeah, they're not doing too great.
So I blocked off this window.
Yep. And Oscar, you
block off
bar
the
the front
door.
door.
Yeah.
Cool. Um,
I'm gonna wash out this window with my rifle then, since it's not getting blocked.
fair.
I'm gonna reload my gun.
Oscar, what are you doing currently?
Well, I was barring the door,
Uh huh.
so I did that, and now I'm gonna go get Stark. Like, how many crosses did you have? Just the one?
Just the one.
I have no clue if this will work, but let's place it. Do you want to place it over the threshold?
That's awesome.
Sure.
So we'll hang the cross above the door. I don't know.
And only other thing we can do is play Christian rock.
um,
We'll spend blat blat.
oh, boys.
Oh no!
Fuck.
Oscar, you hear a familiar voice from outside, and you hear. Looks like I can smell that your bones have become nice and soft there, Oscar Johnberg. When are they going to? You you should let them become of better use before they simply become dust. How about I let your friends go and I just take you, old friend?
Bro, I just wanted to take a nap.
Just be like, guys,
I'm just fucking tired, man.
like this is my bad, but I might be able to get you off here.
That's phrasing.
He's
Oscar,
after my,
this isn't the time for that.
well, he's after my bones.
He's after my bones. Oh.
He's after me like he turns.
Are you gonna get us off?
Well, we can try and make him go away.
Get off?
And I'm gonna like go over to the window here and be like, "Oh, Bonecrafter."
He's like, oh, you got old.
Oh, you go.
Still
He-
better looking than you, old friend.
He's like, he's, oh my gosh. Um,
Is this a fear check time?
oh yeah, you guys need fear checks. Gosh darn. All right. Well, yeah, it's fear check time. You guys need to beat 3, please.
Where is it?
Empathy or logic, I believe.
You can choose to roll either logic or empathy, and anyone with a Bible can add their inspiration points to that roll. So like, whatever your inspiration is, Jordan, just add that as
Just
the
add it.
bonus. Like add it as a
Plus
bonus.
3.
Yeah, so in the bottom of your character sheet, you would add the
Oh,
dice
3
mod to
bonus.
3. Yeah, so you get extra 3
Okay.
dice.
I'm
And
gonna
then
reroll, but only look at my last 3
okay.
because I already rolled once, right? It doesn't matter. I failed.
Okay. Yeah, so um what goes on? So I'm gonna see what we got here. And Sven, I'll need either a logic or an empathy check from you as well.
I did.
Oh.
I got a 1.
Uh oh. Where? Oh, there you are.
Did
One.
it not show
Okay.
up? Great.
Yeah, okay. So you guys like all got 1. So essentially you guys take 2. You normally would have taken 3 mental conditions. In this case, you only take 2 because you got one successes each. Oh shoot! Um, do
So I'm
each
out.
no each of you need to do 2 more d6 rolls because you guys have each other with you, and each other person gives you additional die. So as long we'll see if any of you get a 6. Nope. Uh,
Nope.
so
Nope.
so uh Oscar, you would go into broken, would you?
Yeah, 2. Yeah, I'd go directly to broken.
Oh boy. That
Ah,
means we get to roll
I
my
don't even get to
favorite
face
thing.
off with. I don't even get to face off with my enemy.
So
Awesome.
I need you to do so on your sheet there should be 2d6s on there now. Let's on the underneath your name. There should be you see 2 dice.
Yeah,
Click on that and we'll see what your mental condition is.
44.
44.
That's not
Oh.
great.
Um
That's not low.
so you got so an an a deep dread and feeling of uh abandonment since you were ready to give up your friend, like to give up yourself for your friends is what it sounded like you were willing to do. The feeling of your friends taking that offer and also him being terrifying fills you with the abandonment feeling. I need a D6 to see how many days it will take for you to go into a coma. um,
Okay.
and you have a defect of lack of trust. It gives you a manipulation -1 is what it will give you. Um,
Ooh.
anyone can fix you up with inspiration, of course, as it is, just a turn to do so. Um, but first, let's see how everyone else is doing. So Sven and Stark, you have taken 2 mental conditions. Where are you currently standing?
Angry and frightened.
And
I'm
Sven,
also frightened and angry.
okay. And and what are you guys? So when you're fear. Here we go. So uh, roll a. You would roll a d6 because you need to see how long you're in your terrified state. If I remember correctly. Um, yeah. And then you can choose if you would flee, if you would freeze, if you would faint, or if you would attack. And you would be doing that for that many turns, essentially.
Mm.
Or you can roll a d4 and let the game decide for you. And attacking doesn't mean attack like Call of Cthulhu, where you attack anyone around you. You would attack the nearest enemy, essentially. So you guys each got the first one, which is flee. Wow, no wonder why Oscar feels abandoned. People are running away. Um,
We're out. I'm down. Sorry, Oscar.
Also, where are you gonna go? You're locked in this tavern with me.
So
Yeah,
Go hide in the
I'd
basement.
trade you for him. Fast
Flee to the
though.
basement.
my
Body
question
parts.
is, do you guys break out the window or the front door, or just flee into the basement and hide?
Probably flee into the basement.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks.
So I'll just put you guys, over
So
there.
last time I started Houston out of fear, I got gangrene.
um. Wow, guys. And I'm gonna have it so that we we stop there. Um, we the Tales from the Clock Tower will pick up in 2 weeks, same day, same time, with a much better connection than this. That's for sure. And we will get to see exactly what happens with these guys. Specifically, the people that ran away underground there would probably hear the floorboards creaking as a big dude just like rips off the door and picks up Oscar and and leaves. and so we will
No,
pick
my bones.
and so we will pick up
Oh no.
with because Oscar. Oh, how many days do you have, Oscar?
I have 6 days until I'm in a coma.
Awesome. All right. So you guys have six
I deserve
days.
this.
You guys have 6 days to save your friend Oscar. Um, as before the night ends.
Or
Before
escape on my own.
or you escape on your own. Well, I mean, you kind of can't. You're in your broken state. you
Oh,
kind
right.
you kind of I mean, you actually can actually, yeah. You're not physically broken, so you could like somehow escape if in some
Shang rush your
magical
way out.
way. It is possible. Yes. We will roll luck rolls. um, but before the night ends, Sven
Yeah.
finally gets to rest, and Stark, I mean, would probably also get to rest. Um, but importantly enough, you guys realize what happened while you're in the basement, and yeah, you you come up and you see the front door torn right off, and no Oscar to be seen. And you also would see that.
Oh, I can still flee if I'm broken mentally.
Cool. Okay, great. So you'll be able to flee.
Yeah.
Cool.
If it's
Uh, so yeah, you'll.
tactile broken by mental conditions, you can flee, parry, dodge, make skill tests as usual to see if you succeed.
Oh,
Just cannot attack enemies or perform rituals.
cool. If you're mentally broken, really?
I run so
That's awesome.
Yeah.
far. I
Alright.
run so far away.
Wow.
I
But
just want to point
I am
out,
hopeless.
Tyler missed out on 2 fear checks. The first one fucked our day up. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
there were 2 others that didn't happen this session that should have. Just want to point that out.
that's very true. Very true.
To
But
be fair, we
yeah.
probably wouldn't have had a success rate of 3, but even still, there's a lot of possibilities there.
Tactile broken. Yeah. Oh wow, cool. If it's tactile broken, you can flee, parry, and dodge. Yeah, great. That's cool. So yeah, you will have a you'll definitely get to have a chance to do an agility check to flee because fleeing requires an agility check.
I can also make skill tests as usual.
Yeah, I I don't know what you would do, but we'll figure that out on the start of the next session. We can start out with Oscar trying to escape or talk his way out of it or whatever he would like to be able to do.
Tyler,
I can.
Yeah.
so you said we would get a chance to rest in the basement. That clears one condition or two?
It covers two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds
For
good.
the slice, boys.
Sure has been. A slice of Oscar at the very least.
Fucking.
Oh, that was great, boys. Oh man. Oh, and now we just got like another person in there. Well, we're just finishing up. Sorry, friendo. We will be back in 2 weeks on Monday, same time, 9 p.m. EDT.